Hello everyone, it's Derek with High Five Resale Shop. Today is Monday, March 31st. We had 20 orders over the weekend, so pretty good in terms of that. And the dollar amount was pretty good too, a little $364, almost $365. And some nice items, a good variety of things as well sold. Some stuff that I normally sell CDs and clothes, but there's some other stuff in here that is interesting. So let's go through the things that sold and get to that. The first item that sold, I'm gonna cut open the shrink wrap package that I put this necklace in, but it was a necklace, a piece of jewelry that sold. Let's see if we can get it untangled quickly. So this piece of fashion jewelry, Tresca fashion jewelry, gold tone beaded chain necklace with fake crystals, faux crystals, 16 inches. So this sold for $10 plus shipping on top. I have some jewelry boxes from when I had my store. I'll throw that in a jewelry box. The next item that sold was a pair of pants. I had trouble finding these because I don't know. I think it says they're navy blue in the listing, but these are definitely black. So size 10, Old Navy stretch capri, straight leg pants, slacks. I'll message the person before I send them, make sure they still want it. Sold for $9.99 plus shipping. The next item was this Nike Golf dry fit white aqua striped shirt. It's a large, and it sold for $11.20 plus shipping. That shirt I got at a garage sale for like 50 cents a couple years ago. The next item that sold was some vintage Levi's 577 relaxed capri women's size 8 denim blue jeans. So these sold for $13 plus shipping on top. Next item that's sold is this audiobook, Mistborn, The Well of Ascension 2 of 3. This was I bought off Facebook Marketplace for $50 a group of audio CDs from a gentleman in the town over from Marshfield, Missouri. And I paid $50 for the whole lot of them. Each individual one came out to $1.25, and this one was $30 plus shipping on top. So I've sold a couple others, so I'm pretty sure that I made my money back for that buy, and everything else is going to be profit from it. The next item, a friend of mine gave me these. He took them off his truck, and so these are the bow ties off of his truck. Front and rear bezel, K2XX, and then part number, blah blah blah, OEM part. Those sold for $14 plus shipping on top. The next thing that sold was this NHL St. Louis Blues hockey pet toy, dog toy. This I bought at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I'm not quite sure, when it was on clearance, so it was maybe $2. So that sold for $11.20 plus shipping on top. The next thing that sold was this lot of 2 Michelle Branch CDs. Lot of 2 Michelle Branch CDs that I put together. These sold for $8.99 plus shipping on top. The next thing that sold, I got this at a garage sale around here. I can't really remember when. I'm sure I didn't pay any, but 50 cents for this. This is vintage Kansas Commodity Cookbook recipe. It's a paperback. It's for the food supplement program, so how to make dishes from the food supplement program stuff that they gave people in Kansas. I don't know, did it have a year? I don't think it did. Otherwise I would have mentioned it. I don't see a year in here. But anyway, that sold for $11.20 plus shipping on top. Cookbooks are a good way to make some money. Old cookbooks, the spiral bound ones tend to do good if you can find the right ones. So all you have to do is they have to be some specific genre of cooking. Usually just random church publication ones are not the best, but if you can get one that's all Italian food or all Cajun food, or I've seen like hillbilly type stuff, redneck stuff that people are looking for. And then the other thing that people are looking for right now in terms of cookbooks, anything like the old ways, the old paths, that kind of cookbook, those sell really well now. People nowadays are turning back, trying to do what would have been my grandparents would have been doing, and their grandparents would have been doing, to keep food more pure, I guess you would say, unadulterated, and for longer periods of time. So if you find stuff like that, that's good. Pickling and canning stuff usually does pretty good if you can find it. I think I once found a ball or canning jar recipe book, and I think that sold for $30 or $40, if I recall correctly. That was a while back. I think I picked it up for $0.25. And the next thing that sold is this not a MLB license, so I didn't put that in the title, but it's a Yadier Molina Cardinals extra large shirt that says "Thou shall not steal." He's very popular around here still, even though he retired a couple years ago. And this sold for $7 plus shipping on top. There. The next thing that sold, I got from the guy who sold me the CDs when I bought the CD store. He gave me a bunch of stuff. He had gone dumpster diving in the next door neighbor's dumpster, and there was a bunch of camera. It was a camera store, and it was a bunch of camera equipment that they couldn't sell. So this was a 360 helmet mount base for a Contour camera, which is kind of like a GoPro but a different company. And this is new in the box, and it's sold for $20 plus shipping on top. The next item is these shoes right here. So these New Balance Fuel Cell Black Metal women's cleats, softball cleats, size 8.5 women's. I got these at the Academy sale, and I paid $9.98 for these, and these sold for $22.99. Not a huge return on investment for the amount of money that's sitting on the shelf, but they did sell. I've sold some of the higher priced Nikes and stuff that I bought. I sold some of them already a while back, and now I got all the cleats. So with baseball starting up again, or what do you call it, like travel team type stuff starting up, some of these cleats should start to sell. I should be able to get rid of a bunch more soon. The next item that's sold is this CD. Is this Rainmaker CD. This sold for $4.50 plus shipping on top. I don't necessarily know that band, but it says it is rock and pop. The next item that's sold is a pair of pants over here. These Liz Claiborne size 10 slacks. They look like they're like a linen. Yeah, they're linen. With this belt, and these didn't sell for much. They sold for $3.50. They're size 10 plus shipping. The next item that's sold is this Ann Taylor light knit cardigan. So it's got like a diamond pattern on it. It's an extra large, and it sold for $12.60 plus shipping on top. The next item that's sold are these brown Christopher and Banks wrinkle-free brown size 6 pants, tapered leg, and it says flat front. These sold for $8.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that's sold is CD, the main ingredient, greatest hits, hip hop, soul, R&B. This sold for $4 plus shipping on top. The next item that's sold is another CD called The Tragically Hip, Road Apples. This says alt indie rock, and this sold for $4 plus shipping on top. The next item was a lot of CDs here. Let's see if I can get this. So this lot of 3 CDs, Belle Biv DeVoe CDs. This sold for $9.99 plus shipping on top. We got Poison, Hootie Mac, and WBBD Boot City. Those sold for $9.99 plus shipping on top. And then the last thing is this cookbook called Kitchen Life, Real Food for Real Families by Art Smith. And it sold for $7 plus shipping on top. That is all of the things that sold this weekend. And I think I will take myself packaging up a CD, and I'll show you how I package up CDs. So hold on a second, let me get everything ready and we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I package up CDs here. I have two, this is bubble wrap, just small bubble, and I have two sheets, so two 12 by 12 sheets. These cost me about 3 cents for each 12 by 12 square. And then I also have this bubble mailer. These cost me about 20 cents each. And then I'm gonna add in a business card, and I'm gonna use one of these little thank you stickers. It says thank you. Okay, so I take my CD that I'm gonna do. Let's do the Tragically Hip CD. Okay, first of all, I look at the CD and I make sure one last time that it's in good condition. It doesn't have a lot of fingerprints on it or anything like that. And then get it back in the case. I'm gonna take off this price tag just because I sold it for $4, but sometimes I sell the CDs for more than the price was on this thing, and then I don't want to have somebody complaining about, oh, the price of that was less than da, 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 da. So I just forego all that. I don't want to even have that conversation. So I took the sticker off the back. I make sure the case is in good condition. You wouldn't think that on a $4 CD anybody would expect anything from you, but sometimes the people buying these CDs have really high expectations for $4 and $3 on CDs. So so I put the business card here, and then I just fold up the first piece, and then I just start folding it over, folding it over, folding it over, and now it's wrapped a couple of times on each side with the bubble wrap. And I do apologize for the sound on this, but then there's some tape. I just tape it down, and then I get my little thank you sticker, and I put a thank you sticker right there. So that's that. And then I'm gonna roll these up like this, and then I'm gonna put some tape on it. So I roll these edges up, and this is gonna protect the corners of the CD. Do that on both sides. And now if it hits on the side, it's not gonna smash this jewel case. I'm not saying that never a jewel case gets broken, but it is very rare that I get anything sent back to me because of damage on these CDs. And I've been doing it this particular way for about a year and a half now, and I get really good results from it. I get good feedback from people, and I don't have to replace cases for people as much as I used to. Okay, so then I slid it in my bubble whaler. Sometimes it slides in long ways, sometimes I have to do it the other way. And then after that, and then I just close up my bubble mailer, fold it over. I always take a little more tape, and I put some tape on it just to make sure that it stays together. Like, this is one of the least expensive things that you can buy to keep yourself from getting stuff returned to you. So if you use more tape on stuff, I would say that's a positive instead of getting things back returned wise. Other people would say don't waste it, but I don't think you can ever have too much tape on a box. So if it keeps it together and keeps it in good shape and it gets to the customer, then it's done its job. So then I'm done packaging up this this CD, and I will just print out a label and slap it on here, and that's done. So that's that. That is how I package up CDs. It's not complicated or anything, but I've been perfecting it over a while. Back when I started selling CDs, I thought that, you're buying a $4 CD. How much could you really expect from it? And apparently people expect quite a bit. So I just package all my stuff up the same way. And I don't know. It can't be more than like 40 cents in supplies to get that all together. So it gets there, and I get really good feedback from it from the people who leave me feedback. I think I get a more than average amount of feedback from people because I do the extras when I'm packaging things up. Throwing in the business cards sometimes as much as I can when I remember it. I mean, I have them sitting here right in front of me so I don't forget it. And then occasionally I throw on these little thank you stickers. I also have a different variation. Let me see here. I have this variation that I use as well. These we had custom made way back in the day when we were doing this. And here's another variation of our thank you stickers. This one has our logo on it and everything. But I don't think the design really has any difference to it. It's just the fact that you put a little something extra in there. And like when somebody orders something like really big, like over $100 or something, I might throw a sticker in there from when I had some stickers made for High Five Resale Shop. But I can't seem to find any right this second. But I don't think that moves the needle either. But what does move the needle is just showing respect to the package. Giving the package respect, and then that in turn shows the customer that you respect with what they spent their hard-earned money on. So I think that has something to do with it, getting more than normal feedbacks. I have my feedback on my store set up that I have my store feedback on my setup as a automatic. So if I think if the feedback is if they leave me a feedback, they automatically get a feedback back. And then when an item is past the return date, then the customer automatically gets a feedback. I'm not positive on that. It's been so long since I set that thing up. It's one of those things that you just do at the beginning and then forget about it. Or, when you start to sell things, you kind of do it and then you forget about it. So, but people are ask me for feedback before they get the item, or before they leave feedback, and that ain't happening. I'm just not doing that. Somebody on Friday, was it on Friday? It was on Friday. They messaged me and said, "Hey, I just bought this item. When are you going to ship it out?" And I was like, well, I mean, I haven't taken my stuff to the post office today yet. So your item will go with me to the post office today. It'll be shipped out today. And the rest of the message that they sent was, leave me feedback and I'll leave you feedback. And don't make me leave negative feedback. And it was all in caps. And I was like, let's see if I can find it here. Because it was from a customer. It should be easier to find. Okay. So all in caps, this is what the person said. Have you shipped the item yet? If not, when do you plan on shipping the item? Please mail me the exact item that I paid for. I left you a positive feedback. Please return the favor. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for understanding. Have a great day. All in caps. And I just wrote back like, your item will ship out today because I haven't taken my stuff to the post office yet today. But just FYI, your message is pretty aggressive. And I am a U.S. Marine, so maybe tone down your messages a notch or two. And then the person wrote back in lowercase, my apologies, thank you. So I was like blown away by that. My dad used to do all caps on everything, and then you'd make a comment to him about everything being in caps, and then everything would be in lowercase. And there would be so, you complain about something and you get the exact opposite. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. We haven't really worked that much on eBay in the last week. I haven't worked on eBay much in the last week because my mom's been in town and trying to entertain her. But we should be getting back to it further into the week and listing some different stuff. I think I really need to get back to this pile of clothes here. And there's something that I've been looking for in this room to try and find so I can send it to my sister. But other than that, we will get back to our regularly scheduled program as soon as when my mom leaves on Wednesday. I've been doing limited stuff like ending and selling similar type stuff with the clothing because I'm still working on that. I have gotten through the women's tops at this point and took about 100 listings out of my store. While doing that, I put a couple of shirts here and there in some customers' packages that I messaged them and told them I was going to put an extra piece of clothing in their package, and then I put the rest of it in the garage sale pile. So that's about it. If you have any questions, comments about shipping the CDs, if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. I do that kind of process for the CDs, the audiobooks, and any DVDs I sell, just so I don't get any complaints on it. And I wrap the books sometimes in cardboard and then do the bubble wrap around them. But it all depends on what kind of book it is. But that's all I got. Remember that Jesus loves you, and find yourself if you believe in God and Jesus, and find a good church and get plugged into the Word of God. Remember to always give yourself a high five. And we will see you next time on Hi-Fi Resale Shop. Bye.